I'm back and I'm bringing you guys 5 more examples of cards that I think you should go out and buy as we continue to explore the raw card pricing versus PSA 9 comps. What is going on, everybody? My name is Philip and welcome back to TCG Madness. And today's video, I have 5 more examples of cards that I think you should go out and buy as we continue to bring you guys this little mini series as we continue to explore the PSA 9s versus raw card pricing. Now, why is that important? Because this is something I think is flying under the radar. And I'm going to bring you guys 5 more examples of, I think, excellent cards that I think you can go out and buy that have very high upside and very high potential if you're someone who's growing your collection, if you're someone who's investing into trading cards, because let's be honest, that's where we're at right now. These trading cards are no longer just shiny cardboard. They are now looked at as pretty much trading stocks. That's pretty much what it is, right? You buy a card and that is now your stock. That might be your now new 401k. That is now your investment. Now, why are we continuing to look at the raw card pricing versus PSA, specifically PSA 9s? Because right now they are pretty much identical in pricing. And if you don't know anything about grading, it's pretty expensive to grade. It's also very time consuming. Some people have a good eye for it, and some people just really don't. Some people think they do all the right things and they're always getting 8s and 9s. So, you know, it's not for everybody, which is fine. That's okay. But what is for everybody, what everybody can do, is simply just go on eBay and look at PSA 9s and look at the raw card pricing and be like, wow, that's kind of identical. It's actually a good deal. I don't have to spend all this money to get my cards graded. I could just get the card shipped directly to my house as a PSA 9, and that's good enough for me. So if that's you, you're at the right channel. This is going to be the right video for you. So please do me the big favor right now. Hit the like button. If you're new, consider hitting that subscribe button. Don't forget to tap that notification bell so you guys never miss when I drop a video. And please sound off in the comment section what's your favorite card. You know, I don't care if you have a good opinion, bad opinion. All opinions are welcomed here. I'm not someone who really cares if you want to make fun of me. I don't care about any of that either. I'm not saying that anybody does. For the most part, these videos have been well received, which is why I'm continuing to make them. I think this is going to be a weekly series that we do, and I'm going to continue to try and evolve these videos so you guys can really get the best information. I'm not just pulling random examples out of thin air here or off the top of my head, or like, hey, look, this card is... No. These are cards that I specifically look for that I think have the best ROI, the return on investment. So if that's speaking to you, you're at the right channel, all right? This is no longer just shiny cardboard. These are now, like I said, they're now looked at like stocks, investments, and people are going to collect what they want to collect. I love collecting it. I have been doing this now for almost 8 years. I've been doing YouTube for about 4 years. So I'm not saying I'm an expert. I know a good amount of information, right? I have graded with PSA. I have not graded with Beckett. I want to try tag at some point, but I've also graded with CGC. PSA is top dog for me. This is why I always specifically look at PSA, and that's why PSA 9s and the raw card pricing are virtually the same thing. And I think that's something that's flying under the radar because that wasn't always the case. Usually when you get a card graded, that usually adds about $20, $25 worth of value, even if it was a PSA 9. Of course, a 10 is going to be the big chaser. So again, if that's someone like, you know, if you're like, I only care about 10s, this video may not be for you, and that's okay. I appreciate you at least checking out. So no more rambling on. Let's go head over to TCG Player, get into these examples. I think I've got 5 great examples that definitely have some higher upside. They're also from older sets. Again, flying under the radar as their PSA 9 and raw card pricing are virtually the same thing. All right, we are now here at TCG Player. Again, we got 5 great examples of cards that have, again, raw card pricing and the PSA 9 are virtually the same thing. Now, my criteria too, by the way, is I like to pick cards that are just within that that $30 range. I think once you kind of cross over that $25+ range, I think at that point you kind of like, you're going to be asking yourself, like, is it just worth it to just actually buy the raw card and actually send it out to PSA? Like, that's a good justification. So anything less than that $20 per card graded is kind of like my criteria that I just stick with. Again, this video is also for people that are like brand new jumping into this. So again, if you're looking to build your collection and you're looking to maybe get cards graded right now that you can just put away and, you know, feel good about yourself, and you got a couple of collection pieces, this is gonna be the right video for you. So kicking things off, we have Inteleon Vmax, the alternative art secret from Fusion Strike, a great set with a very high chase card, the Gengar Vmax. This card right now currently sitting at 2860. It's 1 year trend, if we can get it. There we go. All right, 1 year. Come on. Whoa, what is going on? TCG Player. There we go. 1 year. 2013. Now currently 2955. Its highest was right here at 4116. So pretty good there. So how does eBay so far looking? Well, PSA 9s are selling pretty much right around the raw card pricing: 29, 26, 35, 28, 34, 28, 29, 45, 29, and that's it right there. And then that was all of them. And then after that, you can see PSA 10s right there, so we don't have any results. Really, really, really good pricing right there, too. If you take a look at what's currently being listed right now, there's only like a couple of them left that are kind of right around that $35 range. So pause this video, check out eBay, maybe go buy one, because this card I think is about to pop off. My favorite card of all the 5 examples is this one right here. This is the Latios from Surging Sparks. The reason why it's my favorite one too is just because the PSA 9 pricing is excellent, and I do think the upside of this card is pretty high. The counterpartner for this one, the Latios, is very, very expensive, and just Latios just isn't, so that's kind of funny. If you take a look at the 1 year of when the set was first announced, this card was going to sell for $49.88, and you guys can see a lot of dips. So it rose right here to 45, dipped below, rose again, dipped below, rose again. So it's now currently sitting at $25.80. Take a look at PSA 9 pricing, very good. 35, 29, 32.50, 32, 35, 39, 47, 29, 55, 34, 31. So pretty much what we're looking at in between that $25 to $39 range, which is really good for the raw card pricing. $29, add a $10 bill on top of that, and you can already have yourself a PSA 9. Again, if you're someone who's chasing the 10s, I get that. I'm not even going to argue with you. 10s are definitely superior, 100%. But if you're someone who's trying to build a collection of, like, let's say 1,000 slabs, and you just want to put that away, and you like all those cards, I think at some point in time will be worth more than what I paid for them. This is what this video is for, right? I think these cards, I think Latios, very good upside. Inteleon Vmax, definitely good upside. The potential on those cards is endless. I think that Inteleon Vmax can easily go for in a PSA 9 $60, $65. But if you buy one today at $39 and it doubles in the next couple of years, well, guess what? You doubled your money, right? You doubled your margin. Your collection has doubled. I think Latios is another good card that I think will gain $10, $15 in a short amount of time. When I say short amount of time, 5 years. When I say longer, I'm saying 10 plus years. And I think all these cards over the course of 10 years we'll look back on and say, man, that card's a little more expensive now. Wish I would have bought that. Much like all the Sun and Moon cards right now that are popping off. I saw somebody say that in one of my comment section, and I'm like, yeah, these are only for modern junk cards. Every card right now is a modern junk card at the moment. They're printing all this stuff like into an oblivion. It's not stopping people from buying them up. It's not stopping people from grading them. And there's a reason for that, is because right now the current investment market that is Pokemon is on its own level right now. It is beating out 401ks, it's beating out the stock market, it's beating out cryptocurrency, it's beating out sports cards. It is in its own market. I'm gonna that's a separate video that I'm definitely gonna make one day. So Latios, also a great card too. PSA 9 selling for like literally like $5 more than the raw card pricing. Really good there. Another great card from an older set, Arceus V alternative art from Brilliant Stars. Raw card pricing, $40. If you take a look at over the course of 1 year, $29.61, $39.55, peak was $47. Again, older set. I have legendary Pokemon. I have also just a great artwork, by the way. Much like the Inteleon. Latios is my favorite one of the list, but as far as like artwork goes, I probably would put Inteleon, Arceus, then Latios on this list. Again, you guys can always comment down below if you agree or disagree. Have a little fun with it. This one also just, again, great artwork. Raw card, $40. What is PSA 9 selling for on eBay? Virtually the same thing for $5 more. 46, 45, 50, 49, 49, 50, 45, 46, 49. So again, anywhere between that $45 to $50 range, this is where this card is going. So in other words, you can buy yourself the raw card and spend another $20 getting it graded, and then spend the money for shipping, and spend to get the membership via PSA or GameStop, and wait 2.5 months, or you can just buy yourself a PSA 9 on eBay for just $5 more. I'm no genius, but that sounds like a pretty good deal. Again, unless you're someone who's chasing the 10s and really trying to do the full turn and burn method that I call it. That's buying up all these raw cards, getting all these PSA 10s, and then selling all of them for thousands of dollars. If that's you, cool. If you want to play the longer game, buying PSA 9s is a great way to go. It really is. Don't let anybody else tell you otherwise, really, because as far as grading companies go, it's PSA and there's everybody else, right? The 10s are the best, and I get it. They're the chase. I get that. But 9s are just as good. I mean, they're literally one grade off from a 10. 8 and below, depends on how old the card is. Different story. Or if you're someone who collects ones. There's a weird market for ones. If you're that person too, cool. I got no problem with that. Next up, Altaria EX from Paradox Rift. Raw card pricing, 40. Another great looking card. Not as good as some of the other ones we've seen, but still a good card. Pretty solid, I would say. 1 year, 28.64, and then now currently 37, so it's only jumped up by 10 bucks in a 1 year turn. But its highest was damn near $70. That's pretty good. Pretty good. PSA 9s. That person overspend. That's from the UK. But right here, 48, 53, 48, 41, 36, 49, 32, 59, 53 from Italy, 50, 100. That is insane. That must be that someone must have literally just bid on themselves, honestly, hoping for a bidding war. 49, 39, 46. Again, what you're seeing is literally $39 to $50 for this card. Really just below 50. I would say 39 to 48. That's kind of where this card is. So again, in other words, you can spend $40 or $37 for this card and spend another 20 to get it graded and cross your fingers that you get a 10, so you can spend it, you can sell it probably for 100 or keep it in your collection and let it grow, or you can literally just buy almost 2 for $100 at PSA 9. Pretty good. Pretty good. Again, Altaria's well beloved in the Pokemon community. Great card. Great card. And this card pretty much holds its value, by the way, too, in the 1 year trend. 28 to 37, highest was almost $70. Pretty good. Pretty good. Imagine if you did buy a PSA 9 at that $30, $39, $38 range, right? And all of a sudden this card was selling for $70 raw. You don't think that PSA 9 was probably selling for about 80 bucks? You know? Maybe that's how that one person got that PSA 9 for 100. Who knows, you know? Maybe that's how it happened. I don't know. But I mean, I like the potential of this card. Good card. Paradox Rift, pretty good set. So far, I think all these cards are pretty good. You can comment down below. And the last one on this list, the last example we have is Heracross. This is for all my budget ballers out there. People who like to ball on a budget, don't want to spend too much money, don't want to spend 40, 50 plus. There's a lot of those guys out there. I'm one of them. I actually just bought this card recently. It's getting delivered to my house tomorrow. I bought a PSA 9 for this because as I was doing research, I was like, damn, that's pretty cheap. So you're saying cheap? Well, how cheap? Well, 1748 is the raw card pricing, or 1538 right there. You can see being sold on eBay, 20. Hey, look, 16.99, 26.50, 28, 27, 22.50, 25, 25, 35 best offer, 27.15, 16.50. Pretty good. You know, what we're seeing is anywhere between literally $20 to about $29. So again, $15, and if you were to spend another 20, that puts you at 25, or for almost the same price as the card is worth, you can just get a PSA 9. And this is a pretty good budget card for you guys. So if you want to buy a couple of these, that wouldn't be a bad way to look at it. I don't think this card has as much potential as the other 4 we just saw, like Inteleon, Arceus, and Latios. I think they have higher potential, definitely higher than Altaria and Heracross. But if you're someone who's like, you know, ball on a budget, if we come back to this set and Paldea evolved and for whatever reason, it's been 10, 15 years, and this card is not worth 15, it's worth 30, well, all those PSA 9s that you just bought at 20 bucks, they're all worth $10 more. Buy a couple of them, who knows? The 1 year trend, by the way, I didn't talk about this. The 1 year trend, 1293, 1546, its highest, 2615. So not bad, but not great. That's why it's a budget card. This is definitely a budget card. So that's all the examples I have for you in this video. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you did, please hit that like button, especially if you made it this far in the video. I really would appreciate it. Comment down below. Subscribe if you're new. Let me know what you guys are thinking. Guys, so far you guys are really enjoying these videos, so I'm going to make this a weekly segment now going forward. And again, I'm going to bring you guys some more content, got some more stuff working. I'm actually going to be taking all this stuff out of my room. I'm building an actual recording studio in my garage, so hopefully that'll be done in about a year. But got a lot of good content for you guys, a lot of good stuff. Again, this video is for if you are new into collecting and you're like, where do I start? These cards are perfect for you. You don't have to buy the raw card and spend a lot of money to get graded and wait all that time, especially for waiting. I'm a little impatient, I'll be honest with you guys. That's pretty much my big Achilles heel. I'm impatient. When I want something, I kind of want it right now. It's a problem that I have, I'm working on it. So this is a great way to pretty much get some graded cards already slabbed up and just put them away for safekeeping and just wait till the value goes up on them, because they will, because Pokemon is in its own market. That's how good Pokemon is right now. So that's gonna do it for this video. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. Again, please hit the like button, and as always, thanks for watching, thanks for listening. I'll see you guys next week. Enjoy your weekend.